If you are interested in the nail files, I teamed up with an American brand that's called Soft Touch to come up with a nail file for you, nail file kit for you. So why Soft Touch? Well, they have been manufacturing files for a very long time. I think since like the 80s. Their products are made in USA. They're made in California, so that's great. And the quality is excellent. And I know that because I actually years ago used to sell their files, used to distribute them to professionals in Canada. So what did I pick for the kit? So the kit includes 10 black wood board files. And the reason why I pick the wood boards is because they're nice and thin, they're nice and sturdy, so they give you a very good control when you shape your nails. So the black wood board files are 180 and 180 grit, so they're the same on both sides. The blue wood board files are 120, 240. So 120 is the dark side, and the 240 is the softer side. It also includes 2 sponge boards, 120, 220. So 120 and 220. 2 sponge boards that are 280 grit, and 28 wooden manicure sticks, the ones that you see me use a lot. So how do you use them? In case you are not familiar what the grit means, it's simple. The higher the number, the softer the files are. And the lower the number, the more coarse the files are. So 280 grit is going to be the softest, and 120 is going to be the coarser. So I would suggest using the 120 for shortening the nails if you have a lot of length to remove, or you can use 180, and the 240 side to shape the nails. The 180 is kind of in the middle, so sometimes people like that file because they can use it for both things, for shortening and for shaping. The 180 also is very good for pedicures, the 120 as well. The sponge boards are great for smoothing or beveling the free edge, and you've seen me do that a lot. And you can also use the 280 grit, so the pink board, to smooth the cuticle area or gently remove the shine from the nail to increase the polish adhesion. But just be very careful, because buffing the nail is never good for the nail. So you do that to increase the adhesion of the nail polish, but if you overdo it, you can definitely weaken the nail. So less buffing is better. For pedicures, I would use the 220 grit to smooth the toenails, and you can use the 120 grit to even gently exfoliate the skin around the nails. Now, if the files are for personal use only, you can obviously reuse them, and the sponge boards, they can be washed, rinsed, and dried. But for professionals, if you're a professional, I do recommend high level of disinfection. So the wooden boards are going to be one-time use items, and you can buy them in bulk from them as well. And the sponges, they cannot be disinfected to a high level because they're porous, and you cannot disinfect porous items to a high level, right? So I recommend in that case using the yellow buffer blocks that you see me use a lot on my clients, and they can also be purchased from Soft Touch, and I'll leave you the link below. I've actually bought them and I've tried them. They're fantastic. They're excellent quality. What I do with my clients is I give the files to the client at the end of the service, and also the yellow sponges, and the clients appreciate it because they can, if they have a cat or something, they can always use the files later on at home. So now something extra. So you guys know, you've seen me use brush to clean up the nail polish, right? So the brushes that I use are actually from Soft Touch, and they are old and they're still working very, very well. So there is a limited amount of kits that contain the brush as well, but the amount is really limited, and this is not a marketing thing. So if you are interested in brushes, just buy them right away because they won't last. So the prices. The kit with the files and the sponges and the manicure sticks is $16, and the kit with the brush is $22. So right now, Soft Touch has a special for first-time customers, and they have 30% off. So if you are interested in getting 30% off, I have a link in the description box for the code. And I have a huge favor of you to ask. If you decide to purchase the kit, would you please email me and let me know how you like the files and which one is your favorite, and just generally your feedback. I would really love that. Oh, one more thing. I know that there's going to be questions. People are going to ask, like, what's better, these files or the glass files, these files or the Erica files? So you know what? It's preference thing. If you love the glass files, they're great. If you love the Erica file, that's great as well. These files are not any better, they're just different. The reason why I like them, like I said earlier, is because they are very thin, so they fit nicely around when you're shaping the nails, and they're also quite stiff, so you have a very good control. And they're not super expensive, so you can use them for clients, like you can just use them as a one-time use item as well. When it comes to Erica, Erica is a diamond file, wonderful quality, but they're very often out of stock. And it's expensive. It's $30 for a file. For professionals, it's actually a very good choice as well. I'm actually going to make a video, all the pros and cons of the glass files, the paper files, the wooden boards, and the metal files. So if you're interested in that, please let me know in the comment section as well. So that's it for today. I hope you love the kits, and thank you so much for watching. Bye.